Love in the Name of Christ, or Love Inc., has been serving those in need in North Oakland County for 16 years. They are primarily funded by donations and recently received a generous gift from one longtime community organization. On the evening of Tuesday, April 8th, the Lake Orion branch of the Knights of Columbus held their general meeting at Christ the Redeemer Church on Walden Road. They kicked things off by inviting Love Inc. Executive Director Patricia Shapira to come up to accept a check for $5,000.
Well, how it happened is I was just recently joined the board of Love Inc. myself, and after talking with the people of Love Inc. and whatever, I seen the need, so I brought it back here to our officers at the council, and then the officers approved it, and we brought it to the council, and we had it approved.
Actually, so one of our new board members, Ron Hines, is a Knights of Columbus, and he just loved what we were doing so much and supported us that he went to bat for us, and he let me know that we might be the recipient of a wonderful, generous gift tonight.
What was your reaction when you saw the figure?
It was really amazing, because any amount of money we receive is really helpful to what we do in the community, but it was very, very generous.
The Knights of Columbus was founded in 1881 in New Haven, Connecticut by Father Michael J. McGivey. The Lake Orion chapter continues the mission of raising funds to help the less fortunate in the community.
Well, the main principle of Knights of Columbus is charity. It is to help the community in any way we possibly can, and also to support our Catholic churches in any way we possibly can.
I'm just thrilled that they believed enough in our organization to support us, and as I mentioned, my dad was a Knight, and so it's just very meaningful for me to receive that for Love Inc.
Just a few days later, on Saturday, April 12th, the members of the community gathered at Indianwood Golf and Country Club for Love Inc.'s largest fundraiser of the year. Attendees enjoyed a nice dinner and music and took part in raffles and auctions, hoping to win numerous prizes donated by a generous community.
Everything was donated from our generous community, so all of our partners that, like I mentioned before, businesses that we like to frequent, then we feel comfortable asking them to give back, and so it's a reciprocal relationship.
Now in its third year, 120 people took part in the Share the Love event that Love Inc. depends on to carry out their mission.
I see a lot of new faces too, and that's making me really excited. So these are folks who really care about their community and are, always willing to give back.
That's awesome. The money raised today, how will it help Love Inc.?
Yeah, it actually, it helps us help people get out of the situations they're in by helping them pay for some of their bills, but also encouraging them to find different ways to get out of the situations that they're in.
Invited to give the keynote address was former Detroit Lions quarterback Eric Hipple, who played for the Lions from 1980 until 1989. He talked about the role mental illness plays when people face tough times.
I think it plays a huge one. The first of all, is just awareness. If you don't know what's happening, because nobody's ever said, here, this could be this, or it could be this, and so you're not aware of it. When you go through different transitions in life, and we all do, the things that get taken away from us, kind of like, the security, the maybe financial means, or maybe the trust that you might have, those things that get pulled out from underneath us, it can kind of shake our foundation and make us feel insecure, and a lot of times can bring on, those mindsets that, negativity and kind of spiraling downhill. And so if we're just aware, first of all, that can happen, in different transitions, then at least we're a little bit ahead of that. The other piece of that is, we're not alone. And that means that, if somebody is hurting or whatever, then maybe it's my turn to help them, but maybe somewhere down the road, it might be their turn to help me. And so we really depend upon each other, in many ways. And if it happens to be your time on top, the more mentally healthy we are, the more we can help others when they're down.
If you or someone you know is experiencing crisis and can use some assistance, you can call 248-693-4357 or visit loveincofnoc.org.